and white. So now it's unmuted.
White means we're live, right? Okay. Check, 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 check.
Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho at the Kirby Krulitz Court, the home of the Wallace Miners, this is Channel 3 Sports. Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho at the Kirby Krulitz Court, the home of the Wallace Miners, this is Channel 3 Sports.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Kirby Krulitz Court on this cold and windy and rainy October afternoon for a matchup between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Wallace Miners. My life is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. My thoughts still cling to the moldering past, but the hopes of youth fall thick in the blast, and the days are dark and dreary. Be still, sad heart, and cease repining. Behind the clouds is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall. Some days must be dark and dreary. That's a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Now, come in from the rain. Let's enjoy some volleyball. I'm joined at the booth by my sister-in-law, Katie Van Hoos. Aislinn Viter's running the camera, and Corey Miller's running the statistics this afternoon. Welcome you all. Let's have a great match. Kellogg's.
I'm going to leave that positioning thing up to him.
The players are ready. The ball's been delivered to Kellogg's Grace Nearing, and her first serve is over the net. Handled by Gilmore. Ooh, and right into the net.
Point Kellogg.
Point Kellogg. Grace Nearing wearing number 4 today. The players dressed in special Dig Pink uniforms this afternoon. Dig Pink is in honor of October being Breast Cancer Awareness Night. And Wallace on the board. 1-1 here early on. Nice play by Jaden House. House will go to the service stripe. Her serve wide left, point Kellogg. Gets together. Last match I watched versus Bonners Ferry, or Clark Fork rather, Kellogg served pretty well but had a difficult time, Wallace served pretty well but had a difficult time returning their opponent's serve. So we'll see if they can do a little bit better in that area this afternoon.
Hit out.
Spike attempt by Kellogg's Cheney. Haley Cheney hits the ball out of bounds, so players a little bit jazzed up here early on this afternoon. The first substitution of the game into the game for the Wildcats is Jezreel Hall, a junior.
In for Maddie Cheney. Nice serve.
Strong serve by the Miners Valley. Great, if she can get on a roll here, the Miners have a good chance of getting some momentum going on here early in the match. Service, Riley. Another serve. She serves it right to
Nice
Rainio.
pass.
Handled and Cheney up
Big
and over the
kill
net.
by Cheney.
I think that's what they call a 10-footer.
I believe it was a little behind the 10-foot line, so not quite a 10-footer.
This afternoon's officials at the net, David White, he's the top official, and Kenny Davis, our bottom official.
Nice serve.
Both wearing white pants and blue slacks. Chloe Selke's spike attempt, once again beyond the stripe. The floor volleyball court is made up of the red stripes you see. The multi-use gym, so a lot of lines going a lot of different directions. You can play some pickleball up here.
Big block by Cheney.
Four, knotted up here early on. Into the game for Gilmore is Ellie Welch. Number 3, Ellie will go to the service stripe. Marty the Miner exulting the fan. Oh, we have a...
Out of rotation. Kellogg Wildcats.
Can you give me some background on that call there, Katie? What does that mean, out of rotation?
Players are not in their correct positions.
Okay, thanks.
Ooh, nice dig by Rainio. Into the net by Jerome, number 9.
6-4, home team up 2 here. Ellie Welch back to the service stripe. Ellie serving with the left hand. Nice serve. Selke chooses to tip it over. Double hit. Oh.
Nice assist by Nearing to number 15, Cheney, with a kill.
Anytime that ball's popped up in the middle of the Kellogg offense, watch out, because Cheney comes with some force there.
8 for 3. Got that? All it.
Wildcat coach Stephanie Bruner making early use of her bench. She's got a substitute coming in. Into the game and heading to the service stripe is Rosie Campbell. Rosie's a senior. Looking over at Bruner for some instructions. And her serve is wide right, as ruled by this afternoon's line official, Miss Katie Lund. She's joined by Mrs. Lund, joined by Tina Brackenbush.
Ooh, good
once again.
save by Grace from the net to set it up for Haley Cheney.
What is the strategy when Cheney's coming to the net and you're playing defense? Are you trying to get your hands up and your face out of the way? It just seems like a real precarious situation.
Well, you want to try and block it for sure.
Well, she just seems to be getting way higher and coming down with such force that's proven to be real difficult here early on.
And Grace have good chemistry.
She serves it right to Chloe Selke. Her bump attempt hit out of bounds. Tie game. Nice crowd here this afternoon. It's, like I said, Dig Pink 9 tonight. That's why you see the players in alternate uniforms. Here's Cheney's serve. Nice hustle by the Miners to try to track that down, but no luck. And Coach Lund, I think, nope, I thought I saw a timeout called by the official. I'm still learning the officials' mechanics, so it's difficult for me to tell exactly what's going on when it comes to rulings that are out of the ordinary. Nice job.
Nice hit.
Okay, our first good rally here this afternoon.
Assist.
Cheney, her spike attempt out of bounds. Any idea what the percentage is on those girls when they go up and spike it? Is it what is a good percentage? 50%, 70%? I mean,
in general, or?
Yeah, in general.
I'm not sure on that.
That's
Oh,
in, ruled
got
in
it
by Tina Brackenbush. She always seems to have a lot of the most difficult calls, but she
confident in
makes
calling
her ruling
it
with confidence and conviction, and that's all we can ask.
Yep.
Both line officials wearing glasses this afternoon.
Ooh, kill by Madison Cheney.
Madison Cheney is a left-handed player, is that
She
correct?
is,
Okay.
yep. Freshman this year.
Freshman, big smile on her face after that first kill attempt. And at the serving stripe, Piper Rainio. Piper, a talented softball player as well.
Into
Her
the net.
serve into the net. Swing and a miss. Back into the game. Back into the game comes Gilmore. She'll go to the stripe, and Welch comes in for Wallace's McKenna Merrick. Merrick will take her first break of the day. Jump serve by Gilmore.
Nice
right into the
serve.
middle of the Kellogg defense. Handled
Oh.
well.
The three
That
pass
looked like a
over.
double hit to me. Oh, good choice by Jaden
Nice
House. Just
bump.
to play it right into the middle.
Into Cheney.
Oh. By game, 10-10 here early on. Once again, the Wildcats going to their bench. Returning to the game, Emily Coe comes back in for Rosie Campbell.
Yeah, it's Gracie, isn't it?
And here's Grace Nearing.
Free
Gonna
ball.
have to get it over. Did you say free ball?
Free ball, yes.
Like the third one, you kind of just have to get over.
Yeah, it's not a setup for a spike or anything. It's a free, just bumping it over.
Okay. Thank you. All right, this is real competitive. Team separated by a point here. Nearing back to the line for her second service attempt. Creates some momentum, jumps, and
Nice
serves
pass.
over.
Or
Handled by Kendall Lohr. Hit over the net. Kellogg side here. Oh, Jaden's House.
oh,
Her spike attempt just snuck over the net, just kind of creeped over, and then stayed inbounds somehow. Sometimes the volleyball's got to bounce your way. Bunch of young volleyball players in the crowd here tonight from Silver Hills Elementary, dressed in pink as well.
nice.
Madison Cheney,
Oh,
left-handed, great
big
block by Chloe Selke. Selke
Nice block.
showing a lot of emotion out there. She really needs a play to get her going here. We need Chloe Selke to really step up and play well. She's starting to do so here. House back to the service stripe.
Nice serve. Ooh. Emily Coe hits it out.
I see the Miners trying to follow this pattern. They're trying to keep it away from the the heavy hitters on the Wildcats and see what the strategy is behind doing that. They're making Cheney field the first service. Okay, nice job, Riley Valley gets it over.
Set her out, set her
Handled
out.
well by free ball, hit over and out of bounds by Gilmore. 13-12, Miners maintain the lead, but back comes the Wildcats from Kellogg.
Madison Cheney serving.
Left hand here, cross court, handled by
Nice
Kendall
pass
Lohr,
by Lohr.
served by Valley.
Ooh, big hit.
Spike attempt, partially blocked
Ooh.
by Cheney.
Double on Cheney on that set.
Referee David White inserts himself into the game and called a double hit for the first time this afternoon. I just like to see that call made early and often.
10 and 12? 10 for 12.
Out of the game comes Cheney, and into the game for the Wildcats, can you help me with that
You
name?
can call her Jezzy.
Jezzy Hall.
Yeah. Sure, she'd be fine with that. Oh,
Ooh, nice
Cheney
block by the
coming
Miners.
from the outside.
Here comes Selke,
Oh, big
outside
one.
there, boom.
Oh,
Just about hits it to the end line of the basketball court.
she's a big hitter.
Need a little bit more vertical there so she can get that downward angle. Seems to be kind of fighting herself.
Yep, get on top of the ball.
Nice dig by Gilmore. Now what was that?
Oh, double hit again.
You can't have a double hit on the serve. All right, looked to be a good dig.
Riley wasn't happy about that call. Let's see, here we go.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh,
weak
left-handed
side.
Ellie Welch. Oh. I like how Miners
Oh.
are kind of peppering it back and forth. They're not going only to Chloe Selke. They're attempting to get all their players involved, as are the Wildcats early on. 15-14 Wildcats.
Williams serve. Oh,
Cheney was up to defend that ball, but the ball hit right into the top of the net. Coach Bauer down there telling her kid to stay back and some points. Oh, the ball just skipped over. That should
just
be a
over the
net ball.
net.
That should
No,
have been a net.
no, that doesn't happen anymore, Barry.
Was it touched? Was it touched? Point Miners. So
Oh.
referee David White making the sign, tip sign that the ball was touched, and then went out of bounds. A advantageous bounce for the Miners.
And actually, the ball can hit the net on a serve now, Barry. Those were old rules.
Okay, thank you, Kate.
You're welcome.
That was not a net.
No.
They chose to let him
Oh.
play on. Must be such a wonderful feeling as that person. I mean, almost like dunking in a basketball
Isn't it?
game.
It's got to be.
I have never experienced getting up to the net and spiking. I don't think I can jump that high anymore.
Good assist from Grace Nearing, and of course, a good pass to make
I always
that
had
play
a lot
happen.
of fun when the nets were kind of saggy, and then you could get up a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's.
Who's this serving?
This is Emily Coe.
Emily Cole. Nice diving dig by
Oh, back over to Wallace.
House.
Nice.
Nearing to Cheney and challenged by Selke.
Oh, they recovered it.
Now free ball.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice pass.
Jazzy.
Jazzy Hall. Oh. Another kill by Cheney.
I would like to
Nice
see.
pass, Jazzy.
I'd like to see what position is Cheney playing. What is that?
She
called?
is a middle.
She's the middle. So when I'd like to see where her eyes are going as she's approaching the net. If she's checking and seeing where she's going to hit, or if her mind is made up early on. Be an interesting.
I think most players try and look at the floor and see where the
Oh,
holes
man,
are
we got
at.
Wildcats all over. I thought
Nice.
they touched the ball 4 times, but not ruled so by David White. Wonderful
Oh,
rally
set her
there.
out.
Rainio to Nearing. Not a double hit. And Savannah Smith
Free
gets
ball
it over.
to
Okay,
Hall.
let's get up. Let's play some
Set.
defense here. Boy,
Macy
this one
Jerome.
going back and
Oh,
forth, and finally, it was almost as if the Miners set Cheney
Yeah.
up for that shot.
gotta watch that net with Cheney
And
there.
Coach Bauer gets a smart timeout. Scored 19-15 here in the first match. We'll be right back.
Great game.
Welcome back to the newly refurbished Channel 3 booth here at Kirby Krulitz Court for this afternoon's match between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Miners of Wallace High School. It's been a very competitive match up to this point. It's 19-15, Wildcats lead.
Emily Coe serves for the Wildcats. Wallace sets it up. Oh.
The music was playing during
Into
that
the
service.
net.
I don't think that was by design. That could be a little bit distracting, but they play music during the NBA finals, I guess, right? As the game's going, so I think these kids can play through some distractions. Ooh, a miss hit by Savannah Smith out there. The games are each to 25, is that correct? Unless we go to
that is correct.
overtime?
And the fifth game is to 15, I believe.
Okay.
Kellogg's currently sitting at a 7-2 record, 2 losses to Post Falls.
Miners have more wins, though, with 8 wins and 3 losses. Those are a couple, and they even took a set from Post Falls, who traditionally has a really great volleyball team.
They
Kellogg.
do.
So, yeah, those are their only 2 losses that they've posted so far this season. They're on a roll. First in their division. Smelling victory here, unless the Miners can turn things around real quick. There's Miss Terry Wild, just walked in. Scanning the crowd, seeing some friendly faces.
Emily Coe serving. Oh, Riley under the net. Valley trying to get that ball that was close to the net.
Kenny Davis making the call. Game point, Wildcats.
Emily Coe up to serve.
The serve handled in the middle of the Miners' defense.
Nice pass by House.
House uses to go up, sets up Cheney for the game-winning blast. Well, first set here, 15-25, started out very competitive, and then Kellogg started to really hit their stride. We'll be back in a few minutes with match number 2.
No, we have one next Thursday.
Welcome back. After one game, it's apparent that the Miners need to have some kind of answer for for Haley Cheney. I just didn't want to mess it up. I was thinking Haley and Madison, but
Oh.
there's two of them out there, and they're both playing middle at times, and one comes up to you from the left and one from the right. So the Miners need to find some kind of answer for the Cheneys and need to get this thing going here today. A stark contrast between the two teams during the intermission. Coach Bauer had her girls standing on the court talking to them until the buzzer rang, and the Kellogg Wildcats were out with about a minute and a half left in the timeout. So the Wildcats seem ready to go, and Coach Bauer trying to get the Miners the same kind of mindset. Oh, first controversial call on the back line by Mrs. Lund. She rules inbounds, or out of bounds. Out of bounds. Ball to the Miners. That's difficult because
Well, you see it at different angles. Haley from the back row.
Whoa.
Nice dig. Oh, Grace
man.
Nearing with the
Not one
kill.
answer for that. A great play handling the first blast by Cheney, but the Miners don't have an answer for two in a row like that. 1-1. Nearing back to the service strike.
Or 8 for 2. Other way
Coach
around.
Bruner substituting here early in the game. Emily Coe replaces Olivia Sawyer, number 2 for the Wildcats. Cheney, wonderful
nice tip
choice.
over by Valley. Found that hole.
That's what a good setter can do. They can kind of change the pace. You don't want to get in the same, too much rhythm here. You want to keep the people guessing. Saw Marty the Miner here earlier on, but he seemed to have disappeared for a little bit. And Carter Bailey just walked in. Interesting. Most of the Wallace students wearing masks today, as are Kellogg students. It's nice to see kids acting responsibly here. And it's good that these teams are coming together for a nice cause. Katie and I have vowed to each other not to get into any kind of arguments over the virtues of either town. We love them both.
We do.
There's more to love about Wallace, in my opinion, but Kellogg is a great place too. With that being said, the Wildcats come back and tie up this second game. High school volleyball has played best of 5, excuse me, first team to
For
win
varsity.
3. For varsity.
Yep.
And JV is best of 3 or what?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
And at times we're informed by
Big
Aislinn
block
Bider
by
up here,
Cheney.
our camera person in the booth, that sometimes JV games do go 5 if there's the time and the personnel to handle that. See some Mullen people in the house tonight. I'm going to watch a little volleyball. Selke's blast. Nice choice by Radio not to make a play on that. Out of bounds. Point Wildcats. Here's Madison Cheney. Her left-handed serve hit into the net. Brings the Miners within 1. Cheney's going to be replaced by the Wildcats number 10, Jazzy Hall. And into the game for the Miners. Taking the service is Ellie Welch. Her left-handed serve handled in the back one by Rainio to Nearing.
Nope.
Ooh, nice spike attempt on the right side. Who's that?
Caitlin Pipkin.
Caitlin Pipkin.
Nice pass, Hall.
And here's Cheney.
Oh, big hit, Cheney.
How, besides being 7 feet tall, how do you defend something like that? Is there a strategy for, a team that doesn't have the type of size?
At the net? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, just hope that you can dig up those balls.
How do you hold your hands when you're attempting to block? Wide apart, or
Well, you can't do too wide or the ball will go through it.
you can do 2 hands up like this with maybe your hands
Correct.
together.
Served by Pipkin.
Handled in back
Nice
row by the
pass.
homecoming Queen McKenna Merrick. Ooh, ball's kind of bouncing back and forth. Cheney didn't know if she quite had the point until the ball finally hit the ground. There's Pipkin at the stripe.
Oh.
Ooh, wonderful play by Selke
Nice
to keep it
recovery,
alive.
Wallace.
Nearing.
To Macy
Back row.
Jerome. Out to Emily Coe.
Wallace inserting some size into the game with number 14, Tia Hendrick, but that play went to the back row. Pipkin back to the line, number 6 this afternoon. Her right-handed serve just about hits her teammate. Point, Miners. Used to be in volleyball that you had to be serving to be awarded a point, but these days,
Correct.
if you don't get the ball over the net, and you can earn points that way. Do you think it makes for a quicker game? Or
It does, yes. That's why they have changed some rules up so the game goes a little quicker, flows better.
is anybody harkening back for the old days where you can only score when you're serving? Or do the games go a long, long time, or what?
Well, they only played 3 games too.
Would you say you're a traditionalist in that sense, or do you like this as well?
I like this. It keeps the game going.
Nice effort by Kendall Orr, just not enough there. Wildcats with a 6-point lead.
Wallace sends it over. Gonna set it up to Cheney.
Boom!
Right down the line.
Inbound. It looked like it was out from this angle, but Katie Lund has the best look as anybody down there, right? Standing right in line. She ruled it in.
That's right.
We appreciate these linesmen. Lineswomen, I should say.
Yeah, women. Let's.
Is it usual that the middle is usually fielding the serves? Is that how it works? She plays in the back row and then comes up to the net, or?
Back row doesn't come up to the net. You mean just scoots up the?
Just comes up to the net. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back, 13-5 here after the Wallace timeout. Let's see if the Miners can start to turn this thing around here in the second game of this afternoon's match.
There we got Riley Valley with a kill from the back row.
Boy, these Miners play with such energy and passion. They every point they score, they
good celebrating.
Show such great excitement, enthusiasm for the sport. Katie, you were a volleyball player yourself. Played for the Mullen Tigers?
That's correct.
4 years of varsity?
Yes.
Very good. Won't say that. And did you guys have success? Did you have a good team at that time?
Decent.
Do you remember?
Well, that was a few years ago.
Okay.
No state champions.
All right.
Oh, wow. Big serve by Cheney.
Geez, that's got to be disconcerting when that ball's coming at you so fast. Cheney playing real well this afternoon.
Oh, nice tip by Riley Valley.
The girl Wildcats here, last time in this gymnasium, had a very difficult time handling the Wallace basketball team. They just eked out a victory. So maybe a form of payback here this afternoon. Boy, that was a rocket off the hand of Haley Cheney. Rainio, replaced by number 6, is back in the game, Caitlin Pipkin. Rainio, the libero. Kennedy Gilmer serving that role for the Miners. Oh, nice jump by Ellie Welch. Really getting some height on her jump over there. Nice play by Welch. They go right. They're not satisfied with that. They're back to communicating and planning the next play. 16-8 here, game 2. Alice at the line. Her right-handed jump serve handled in the back row by Cheney. Cheney's beginning here in the back row, so she cannot
Oh, nice hit.
spike the ball. Oh, wonderful spike by Chloe Selke.
Gotta get it hard and get it past them.
9-16. Miners cutting into the Wildcat League.
Chloe Selke, what grade is she in? She
Chloe
a senior?
Selke is a senior this year, yeah. Transferred
strong.
from St. Regis last
Okay.
year and has been a great addition to the Miners athletic program.
8 for 2.
Another sub for Kellogg. Emily Cohen for Olivia Sawyer. Grace Nearing at the line.
Nearing really gets a lot of momentum on her serve. She's almost on at the baseline of the basketball court. Welch's spike attempt ruled out of bounds by Brackenbush. That was a pretty clear one. Nearing back to the stripe again. Takes a run at the serve. This time a little bit of a loop-de-loop serve.
Oh, nice
There's
set.
Selke from the right side. Her thing blocked. Point. Kellogg.
Double block by freshmen Madison Cheney and Emily Coe.
Freshman. That's not
Yes,
S.
I didn't mean to add that S.
But it looked like she
Thank
was
you.
actually over the net.
Oh.
Selke, nice play. Handled in the back by Rainio. Rainio to Nearing.
Back row.
Back from the 10-footer.
Nice
Boy, you can
dig
hear
by
that
House.
blast all the way up here in the gym. Great
Keep
plays
that
on both
going.
sides. Rainio should have let that ball go out. Hit over by Pipkin. Handled by Gilmore. Set up by Valley to
Nice
Welch.
set.
Oh, wonderful plays, both sides, all around. This is a wonderful volley.
Set her out for Kellogg. Oh, we're going to have a double.
Boy, that was a great rally. Best one of the day, in my opinion. 10-19 Miners. Miners on the comeback trail. Let's just hope that Valley's serve. And eliminated by Rainio. Rainio to Pipkin. Boy, the Miners are playing some defense here. I don't know what that's.
Kind
don't
of
know
a
what that-
lift, I think.
Looked like a good play. I mean, you can't always get your hand in the right position to make that play, but I don't know. I think
Well, they're going to call it.
I'll just hope they call it both ways.
Nice set by Riley Valley.
Selke,
Oh,
wonderful.
nice play action by Selke.
But it looked to me that she reached over the net. Can you reach over the net?
You can too. You can't break the barrier, so if the setter was setting the ball, you can't get in her
But
plane.
it's a vertical line. What about when you're spiking? Can you come down on the other side of the net without touching the net?
Well, I don't think a lot of people do that when they spike because you're swinging down, so
Well,
most likely would hit the net.
that
I
was just
believe.
kind of like a little
Yeah, just a little tip over. Yep.
Selke again.
Oh.
Boy. And she's calling for a tip.
Oh, we got the tip.
Point ruled. David White, top official, making a call that finally goes the Miners' way. I'm just teasing. Good calls all around. They're doing a great job, these guys. And Welch to the service stripe. 8-point difference. First serve handled in the back row by Rainio. Rainio to Nearing to Cheney.
Oh, Nearing hitting outside. Oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Cheney.
the ball almost hit my wife over there. He's got it.
Great reflexes.
Doesn't know who to pass it to. Okay, there we go. Yeah, really great. It's kind of like a double play combination. Like, you guys know any baseball at all? Lou Whitaker to Alan Trammell, the first baseman. I forget that famous double play combination, but I feel myself saying that same thing each time. Rainio to Nearing to Cheney. Rainio to Nearing to Cheney.
Yeah. That was just good net action from Jerome, number 9 for Kellogg. Oh, looks like the Miners weren't quite ready for that one.
Those are the kind of mistakes that really kill you. Can be afford to giving away points here at the end of the game. 23-12. Kellogg victory within grasp. Pipkin at the line, handled by Merrick. Merrick to Valley. She goes right side to Selke. Selke hits it into the third row of the stands. Game point Wildcats. It would be really great to see an awesome comeback here. I wonder what the biggest deficit the team has ever come back for in this new.
That's a good question.
setup.
Oh, nice back row hit
All right.
by House.
Well, we might just see here.
Wallace will get the ball back.
13-24. Closing that gap. Big hitter, Chloe Selke. Number 10
Ooh.
this afternoon for the Miners.
Good server.
Rainio in the back row. Oh,
Pass by Hall. Ooh.
that's what we need right there. Anytime we can get Cheney out of position or not in position to spike, it'd be a good thing for the Miners.
Nice pass, Rainio to
Kellogg
Jerome.
playing some great defense.
Out.
Jerome's spike attempt ruled long by Katie Long. Lineswoman on the north side of the gym.
Nice serve.
Oh, wonderful
Oh,
play by Jaden
Dug
House.
up by Co.
Certainly looked like her hand was over the net there.
Oh, and we got a touch.
Just hit out of bounds. And that'll be the end of game 2 here. Wildcats win game 2, 25-14. We'll return momentarily.
She knew that. Yeah.
Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho at the Kirby Krulitz Court, the home of the Wallace Miners, this is Channel 3 Sports.
All right, just want to remind you Miner fans out there, you're welcome to call and give a shout out. We want to recognize Bonnie Merrick. She says great job to the ladies here tonight. Let's hope we can get things going here in game 3 and make this a wonderful match.
Bonnie, McKenna Merrick's mom, is that correct?
Yeah, McKenna's had a great week. She was crowned homecoming
Oh,
queen
congratulations.
last Friday night, as was, well, he wasn't crowned homecoming queen, but
King?
Will Farkas was crowned homecoming king. I see Will over there with a cast on his wrist.
Oh.
Corey, what's going on there?
Oh,
8 to 10 weeks. How is his standing going to be for basketball? Good.
ooh, nice hit.
Will Farkas
By
played
Wallace.
a pivotal role in the high school basketball season last year, and looking forward to a great senior year this year. Miners fans dressed in big pink shirts, as are some of the Wildcat fans. Here's Jaden House's serve, handled by Rainio. Rainio to Nearing. Great play by Valley. Free ball over the net. I see Rainio going down. I guess sometimes you just go down and create that angle when you're trying to dig. She really plays well low to the ground. Point, Miners.
No, I believe it was out. Yep.
Out. Okay, all right. So in the event that the lines person doesn't know where it is, she gets help from the nearest official.
Correct.
And how much do we? Oh, now she was certainly over the net there. Her hand
No.
was on the Wallace side and almost on the other side of the.
But it was straight up. It
Jump
wasn't
circle.
breaking the plane.
I'm sitting right over the plane and her hand was over it.
Well,
Anyway,
her hands
anyway.
were over.
2-1. I have to get some clarification on that rule. Here's Selke.
Oh,
Right side.
big hit, and it's still going.
Oh man, great defense by Cheney on that side, and she's joined by Kellogg's number 9. Is that right? No, that's not Mason.
No,
Jones.
it's Emily
Number 8. That's Emily
Coe.
Coe. Great defense by Coe and Cheney. Here's Madison Cheney at the serving stripe. Nice choice by Riley. Nearing to Cheney.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cheney.
Don't see that very
did
often.
That one. No, you don't.
That's called a
Miss.
return error, I believe. All right, point Miners. Let's see if we can capitalize on a couple miscues by the Wildcats. Valley will go to the line. Rainio comes back in the game, replacing Cheney.
Nice
Rainio
serve.
handles that, looked like a double hit.
See?
Another one.
Oh, to Williams on the right side. Weak side.
Valley to House. House.
Oh, nice. House from
Oh,
the back row.
Wonderful play. House extolling her teammates. Let's go, she says after that big hit. 3-3. Miners. Match number 3. Excuse me, game number 3. Miners are coached by Katie Bauer and Martha House.
Going to Cheney on
Oh, boy.
kill.
Just get out of the way of that one. Did you ever get a fat lip from a spike in your face?
Nope, never a fat lip, but there was a big hitter from Wallace that I did not like to get in front of when she was spiking it.
I'm reminded of the scene from Ben Stiller's Meet the Fockers where he spikes the ball in the pool and breaks the nose of the other person.
Yep. I wonder if that's ever happened in a
Oh, I'm
game.
sure. I can imagine. I don't know. Do you see any of the girls wearing mouth guards out there?
No, not in volleyball.
Rainio playing great defense in the back. Sometimes Cheney chooses a more horizontal path than vertical, and that must keep the defense guessing.
Yeah,
It's
she
hard enough
definitely
to-
can place the volleyball. I think it helps when you're 6 feet
How
tall.
do you do that? Do you move? Is it the position of your hand or the angle that you're coming down on it, or
I
what?
believe it's the angle you're swinging at, the
And what are you-
position of your body.
What are you hitting when you're spiking? Are you hitting with a cupped hand?
Oh,
or
no, open hand.
Well, that could be a sequential hit. Yeah. Is that not a palm ball or a five-fingered hit?
No, it's just a hit with your hand. You can't palm it because
I was taught
Okay.
cupped hand come down.
that was incorrect.
Here's Selke, 5-5. Good third match here so
oh,
far.
nice serve. She's
Well,
got a
that
good
Rainio doesn't
serve.
miss much in the back row.
Oh!
All right, let's see if we can capitalize on
block
that.
from
Big block,
Wallace
but Kellogg comes
by
right back and
Hendricks.
handles it.
Still,
Oh, man. Hate to see a great play like that wasted, but now Tia Hendrick has the confidence that she can get up and,
that was
and
great.
challenge some of those big hits.
Yeah. It's got to feel good for her.
Big hitter Haley Cheney serving. She'll have to stay in the back row, right? She can't.
Correct.
Can't
She can
serve.
hit from the back row,
Okay.
but not front row. Not
Her
in front
serve.
of the 10-foot. Oh,
Oh, yep.
Madison
great.
Cheney playing the net.
There's Valley.
Oh, there we go with House.
Nice job.
Oh,
Good dig by Cheney, but her teammates just seem to be watching that play. Everybody kind of looking at each other saying, you take it. Good defensive play. Good score by the Miners. 6-6 here.
6-6.
Into the game for the first time this afternoon is McKelvey Speck, number 4. She replaces Lore. Speck serve. Nice job. Handled in the back row
Oh,
by
back up.
Cheney.
Oh.
Looked like a little bit of miscommunication on the Miners' part there. Laura comes right back into the game for Speck. Speck sitting down. She's in for her serving prowess. Speaking of a good serve, here comes Jerome back to the service stripe. There's been quite a few athletic Wildcat Jeromes here lately. Led by Chase Jerome, a state championship golfer, right? Good basketball player. Logan Jerome now playing baseball and football for the Wildcats. His younger sister back to the service strike. Macy Jerome. Macy's a freshman. Pipkin in the game. In the front row for the Wildcats, Cheney, Pipkin, and Nearing. Front row for the Miners.
Madison Cheney.
Madison Cheney.
Oh.
Oh, great score. Well, you can see a look of determination on Jaden House's face. She's not doing too much celebrating out there, just keeping a face of a stone cold killer. And back into the game, Welch in the front row for the Miners. Welch, Valley, House, back row, Gilmore, Lohr, Selke. Kennedy serve. Nice job.
Pass. Ooh, another big block by Welch.
Great job, Welch, getting up and over the. Now, I don't know what that.
Carry.
Okay.
Madison.
All right, so now they've called that one time on both sides, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Keeping track of that?
I'm just making sure things are on the up and up.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I don't want to see a call early in the game or late in the game for that matter that hasn't been called up to that point and is subject to interpretation. So it's good that he's got those early on, and it's good to see consistency out of the top official.
They're doing a wonderful job today. Ooh, nice serve by
Kennedy Gilmore.
Gilmore.
Nice service rotation here for Kennedy Gilmore. This will be her third
Timeout,
one.
Kellogg.
Forces a Kellogg timeout. Better get it to you, baby. Okay, we'll see if Coach Bruner's timeout was a good one here. 10-8, Miners. Match number 3. Game number 3, excuse me. Gilmore right in the middle of defense, handled by Cheney to Nearing to Pipkin. Pipkin
into the net.
right into the net, defended by Welch and Valley. Boy, the Miners really seem to have some momentum going here. Nice service rotation by Gilmore. This is her third or fourth attempt here.
Wallace has a nice school section. They're always very energetic and supporting.
Gilmore's serve just out of reach of a diving Rosie Campbell. Boy, great service rotation here for Gilmore. Great contribution by the libero.
Oh, we got a sub for Kellogg. Number 2, Olivia Sawyer, in for Rosie Campbell.
A little bit slow on the names. Again, the team's wearing alternate jerseys, so we're trying to make sure we got the right girl.
Two's already been in there.
Rosie Campbell on a normal day would wear number,
It's an illegal sub.
what number would she be? Number 22. Okay, we have an official going back to the bench.
Two is fine then.
Just double checking to make sure we have the right scores in here, the right substitutions. Looks like everything's set. Gilmore, nice serve. A little bit of miscommunication back row. Welch, all right.
Nice.
13-8 Miners. Quite a bit of momentum here going for the Miners. Let's see if they can keep it up. No substitutions from Coach Bauer. Can you substitute at any time when you're serving?
You don't have to be serving to substitute.
Right.
How many points is that in a row for Gilmore?
In this service rotation, that's her 5th point, Katie.
Nice.
The service rotation
Doing
is
great.
when you're serving, you continue to score points for your team.
Thank you
Yep.
for that term. Oh, Cheney
Nearing
up.
to Cheney.
Just a tip. Wallace
Seems like they need to
recovers
get
it.
Haley
Oh,
Cheney
House
involved
going up.
here.
Oh!
Oh man, this is so great. It'd be awesome if you get 5 hits to get it over, but only 3. Only 3. Wallace violated the rules there. Point Wildcats. So a nice rotation there by Gilmore. Puts the Miners up 5. And Grace Nearing back to the service stripe. Referee David White. Asked her to serve. And in the back row by Lohr. Lohr to House.
Nice hit by House.
Defended by Pipkin and Cheney.
To Co.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, way to get her hands on that. Oh, nice.
Get it
Out
over,
of the
get it
net
over.
from Valley.
Nice job.
Oh, what did we got going there? Oh, double hit.
Ooh, double hit on who? I don't get it. Maybe he meant
I
4
don't know.
hits.
Those ones are.
Even the referees have pink whistles there today. That's pretty cool. Just the chaos going on out there. I mean, not with the officials, but
Nice
you know, it gets
hustle
really
by
exciting
Riley
at the net
Valley.
at times. Here's
Going
Rainio.
to be a free by Cheney.
Handled by
Nice pass, Gilmore. Ooh, to Welch. Nice placement
let's
on
see
that.
if the Wildcats can return. Nice work to get that ball back over the net. Good teamwork by the
Oh,
Wildcats.
tip by Valley. Well, they're going to call her for a carry.
What are you supposed to do, though? I don't understand. How are you use a fist to get it over? Do you use a hand?
Wait.
What?
She the right server.
Just, I guess, can't lift it up
just
like
seems
that.
to be arbitrary.
Yeah, it's an awkward position sometimes for sure.
Are they going to the
Or
replay?
right server.
I
is
don't
supposed to be
believe
served.
so.
Bottom official Kenny Davis consulting with the scores bench, and Bells White, they're ready to play. There's Grace Nearing back to the stripe. Jump serve once again, handled by Selke to Valley. Back behind her to House.
Nice hit by House. Oh.
All right.
Hit out by Madison Cheney.
15-11. Miners making a comeback here in match number 3, game number 3. Nice diving play by Rainio. Ball's hit out of bounds, 16-11. Boy, that Rainio's sharp in the back row back there. What does a libero do? They're
pretty much like a
Back
back row
row?
specialist. Yes,
Okay.
they don't play
okay.
up front. Oh, nice hustle by Grace.
Wonderful
but
effort by Grace Nearing. Most of the girls wearing knee pads to prevent the friction of the floor scraping up their knees. All right, we'll take a quick break. 17-11, Miners. Just talking about what a wonderful competition this is this afternoon here at Kirby Krulitz Court on this rainy October day. Jaden takes the serving stripe with a 6-point lead in match number 3. Looked like a double hit from Rainio.
actually, on that first hit, you can pretty much do anything anymore.
I have no idea how they would judge that. Great job by Nearing to get it over. Hit by Cheney. Cheney to Nearing.
Oh, that left-handed hit. Found that hole.
Just a big hole in the Wallace defense right there. That could prove costly as Madison Cheney goes to the service stripe. Again, the Wildcats coached by Stephanie Bruner, Dawn Jennings, and Casey Figueroa.
House coming from back row.
Oh.
Out.
So it looked like she hit that one with a closed fist, and that must be hard to control sometimes. I just have to be nice to talk to the girls and see how they go about spiking it. Oh, no,
Gilmore
that was
got
an
it.
interesting hit.
Nice.
Oh, advantageous bounce for the Miners, keeps it alive.
Gonna be a free ball. Nice set by Valley.
Running Chloe Selke came in, and she was denied by 15, Haley Cheney. Nice
I really
play,
thought
Cheney.
that was gonna go down.
Okay, what a competition. 17-14, back come the Wildcats.
Haley the wall Cheney there.
Oh, nice job, Selke, to get it over the net. Things didn't quite go as planned. Here's House. House to Valley. Good set to Welch. Welch.
Oh, somebody hit the net. Looks like Kellogg.
It doesn't even seem to be moving, but a net.
A little bit.
Substitution called for by referee David White, replacing Cheney as number 10.
Jezzy Hall.
Jezzy Hall. Jezzy's a junior, 5'4" junior. Ooh, just outside of the 6-footer Haley Cheney's reach. Do you think Haley Cheney is really 6 foot, or are they just saying that for the scorecard?
I think Haley's really 6
Haley,
foot.
excuse me. Playing like a 7-footer today.
Oh, Rainio just pulls her arms back.
Was it touched? No, it wasn't
It
touched.
was not.
Just, you see the referee communicating with the lineswoman, just barely out of her reach there. Tough call. 19-15 Miners still on top. Wonderful serve by Pipkin. That had some sauce on it. Welch flying through the air. Just didn't have the right angle, and that ball's right into the net. Pipkin once again to the service stripe.
She's doing good at the line.
Two-handed hit in the
Nice
back row.
pass.
Oh, man.
Selkie just
Maybe Selkie would be better served to try to hit that ball cross court. She seems to be going just long on that side. If she could get that ball across court, she might have a little bit more floor to work with. Just an observation. Valley tipped this side to Welch.
the
Welch.
Welch.
Was it touched is the question. No. Point Kellogg. So Kellogg has done well to close this gap. Coach Bauer takes a timeout here. 19-18. Game number 2. Very competitive match here.
1918. One more left for Kellogg.
Okay, this time the Wildcats taking a little bit more time coming out of the huddle. Coach Bruner encouraging her girls to complete this comeback. 19-18. Pimpkin at the line. And great choice by Jaden House to let that serve go out. It's 20-18. We have the right girl at the service stripe here. The Miners number 3, Ellie Welch. Welch goes right side of the Kellogg defense. Mishandled by the Wildcats' Emily Coe. 21-18, 3-point advantage for the Miners. Welch kind of a funky serve, spins this way, out of bounds. I see former Miner JV coaches here in the stands, Brooke Miller and Nicole Farkas. Had a nice season last year. This year's JV squad run by Martha House, Coach Bauer's assistant. They just.
nice set by Valley.
Oh yeah!
That's a kill.
Wonderful hit by Chloe Selke. Boy, that could be just what the doctor ordered here for the Miners in game number 3. And after that great hit, here's Selke. She'll go right to the line. Referee White invites the serve. Here's Selke.
Oh.
I have to think here with the game getting tight late on, nerves are on everybody's minds. Here's Cheney at the service stripe. Back row is Merrick, Selke, Lohr. Three of the Miners Betha athletes back there.
Nice dig.
All right.
Oh, close to the net there.
Good.
Somebody was in
Over
the
the net.
net. Who do
Over the
we
net.
got?
Point Miners.
We have Nearing in the net.
Uh-oh. So we have a little controversy. David White calling Davis over, who made the original call. Let's see what happens here. Davis seemed to make his call with conviction, but right away, White called him over.
Oh, they're going to do a replay. There's 3 girls up in that.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure
we
who was in
want
that net.
replays when the score is 22-0. It's like a
Well,
do-over.
sometimes
That's
you have to, I
unfair.
think,
Well,
Barry.
Score correct?
so the top official has the right to overrule the bottom official there. So we'll see. You think that
He must
creates
not have saw what the bottom official did. Oh, and Cheney serves it out.
Well, it's a moot point now.
Oh, it looks like we might be going into a game 4 here.
Let's not speak too soon. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Wallace was at 24 now, but they're 23.
We're playing the 25 here this afternoon. Here's McKelvey Speck coming in. Let's see if she can
Nice
be the
serve.
spark that the Miners need.
Madison Cheney.
Oh, great block.
Oh.
It must be difficult when that ball's just teetering on top of the net to keep yourself ready to make a play. Coach Bauer substituting Lore back in the game for Speck. Speck, nice serve, but point Kellogg, 23-21. 2 points separate these teams here. The race to 25.
Oh, with the tip out by House.
Now, earlier in the game, that was called a carry, and nothing there.
I think she had a different form this time.
And here goes freshman
Macy Jerome.
Macy Jerome to the stripe. Wonderful
This is a
action here
game.
this afternoon.
Nice pass.
Riley
Oh, House going up.
nearing to Cheney. Out of bounds. Oh, ruled
That was
inbounds.
in. Got a tied game here.
Coach Bauer calling a timeout here. Match number 3, 23-23, all knotted up. Join us for the exciting conclusion here in a sec. (23-23), exciting action here at Kirby Krulitz Court on this rainy October afternoon. Jerome at the service stripe. Handled in the back
Yes,
row
sir.
by Selke. Selke to Merrick.
Oh, they're going to call double on that.
Oh, I wish they would just stay out of the game there. Late in the game here, the officials made a pretty controversial call. One official made a ruling. He was overruled by the other official, and they chose to do it over, which I think kind of put a wrench in the Miners' plans. But you got to play on.
Oh,
And that'll do it. Straight set victory for the Wildcats here. Kirby Krulitz Court. Wonderful competition. Great cause here. Dig Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And great spirits shown by both sides as they wave congratulations. All right. Go Miners.
Nice job, everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot my water. I'm going to go get it.